heard that, buddy. Well, here we are. Wednesday. The week has gone by pretty quick. I can't let you down yet. I need you for a thumbnail. And we are doing legs and back today, which should be good, I believe. Let's get you some better light, buddy. Feeling pretty good this week, actually. I locked him out of my room last night so I could actually sleep. And my sleep was very deep. I'm not sure if it's because I removed him or I've been working out pretty consistently. Oh, having a concern. All right, down you go. And overall, I've been feeling pretty fit today. And during the course of the last week, obviously we're about 10 days into this little experiment, and there's 100 days to go. And I'm really looking forward to kind of continuing to push. So, the actual itinerary today is going to be straight leg deadlifts, dumbbell shrugs, bent and upright rows, hip thrusts, which are a fucking dose of comedy, let me tell you. I watched the footage and I look like a total goofball. Never watching that again. And then squats. And as with yesterday, I think what I'd like to do is try and maintain form as much as possible. Because from yesterday, like everything I did, even with those lighter weights, left me a little bit more sore and a little bit more well-formed today than I had in previous attempts with more weight. So obviously I'm doing something right there. Hey, here, go get your sheep. Go, get. And again, he's jealous because I'm speaking to you and not him. Isn't that right? Come here. What? Am I not allowed to speak to the camera? Is that what we're doing here? Only you. I may only speak to you. Is that it? If I speak to anybody else, I'm committing a grave scarlet letter sin. Right. Alright, I get it. Off you go. Okay, so first on the list is straight leg deads. And I'm going to end up probably being pretty light on those just to kind of concentrate on the form that I need. Today's entertainment is from a channel called Final Notice with, and I'll butcher this pronunciation, Othniel Penn. And this guy is a process server, and he goes around and he evicts people. And some of the footage is just wild. The way some of these tenants leave their place blows my fucking mind. And sometimes it turns to conflict, violence, etc., etc. It's really interesting to see how that happens. It's a reminder to always pay your rent. Always pay your rent. And have a nice place. Because the cat needs a place to live. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, a little bit of burn there. 30 seconds, then we'll be on to the next one. All right. Yeah, legs and back have always been kind of a weak spot for me. Because I don't see them, right? I just stand upright and go about my day, as many do. So I obviously think, hey, legs and back are taken care of. I can still move. But I think the reality is it's a little bit deeper than that. All right, second set, good. Wait 30 seconds, we'll start another one. Meow. I'm having trouble folding my gut to the point where I can actually touch the floor. That's not a good sign. Okay. Now, in contraversion to having the right weight and having perfect form, that was too light. So I think for the next time around, I'm actually going to set a minimum weight. And I think what I might actually have to do is look at, yeah, I think that would be about right. Talking to myself. I think what I may end up having to do is do a special session wherein I find what the actual 1 RM is once I've done this for another week or so and gotten my form down. And then we'll kind of just go through each exercise from Monday to Friday in one go and see where I'm lifting efficiently for each of those, like everything. Anyway, dumbbell shrugs is next. Be right back with that. So I did a little tiny bit of off-camera testing, and I think 35 is going to be good for the dumbbell shrugs. We'll revisit that if we need to. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm finding that the right weight also helps me control the negative, which is to say the descent, or the eccentric, I think is what they call it. So on the way down, I'm not like just dropping the weight. I get to control it on the way down, and I think that's probably important to do. Is that a new homeless encampment? Oh, god damn it. How to call that? Well, I'll have to call that in later. Can't have that. Yeah, the guy seizing the home said something very interesting. 1 minute you live here, the next minute you're trespassing. 4, 5, 6. Just like life. 1 minute it's yours, the next minute, not anymore. Okay. So I get to sit here and overlook like a huge interchange with a lot of traffic. And my cognitive exercise is without my glasses on, seeing how many car brands and makes and models I can spot and how far away they are. So it's like, there's a Nissan, there's a Toyota, there's a Porsche, there's a Hyundai going the wrong way down a one-way and he just busted a rim. Excellent, good job. There's a Pontiac, there's a New Flyer bus, so on and so forth. And it's a great way to just stay limber, man. There's a Jeep Wrangler. There is a Toyota 4Runner. Nope, Toyota Highlander? Yeah. Anyway, on we go. Feeling a really good burn here. So I think I'm actually going to do a 6th set of those, just to kind of drive it home. Had a good week at work so far, too. We just finished a major project that took about 5 months of my life. November, December, January, February, March, yeah. And finishing that project kind of spurred me to look into doing this because it was very long hours. It was 12 or 14 hours a day. It was always in the afternoon or the evening. And I just couldn't adapt to that. And I said, okay, when I'm done, I'm going to try and concentrate on the physical activity thing again, and I have. And it's been very good for the last 10 days. Ooh, there we go. That's the level of engagement I wanted. Perfect. All right, what's next? Calf raises. Those are going to be great. I love calf raises. I got dad calves coming up for miles. All right, the parents who were getting evicted are just about home. I've been listening, and it was just teenage kids. I don't think they knew what was going on. Anyway, we're doing calf raises now. I'm doing 50 a side, so we're doing 100 to get full extension. And I found, again, being against something, like the bench for my calves, helps me monitor how high I'm going. It feels more stable. 4, Learn to love the suck. 5. I gotta look great in heels. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's first for the channel. There we go. 30 seconds. Round 2. Excellent. Yeah, I think 50 is just about right per side, so I'm going to memorialize that. I'm getting my full extension. Because I found when I was going too heavy, I'd be able to get 3/4 of the way up and I'd lock out, and I really wouldn't have the strength for a controlled descent. So the eccentric was falling out of control. So 50 is good, I'm going to do that. We'll keep going. I wonder if the 1 rep max is like 80. I doubt it. It's probably like some ungodly amount. Calves are usually like that. Rudolph, I'll let you out in a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know what you want. You want to go outside. I can't though, because you'll ruin the camera audio. All right, here we go. Okay. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Honda, Chevrolet. What's next? BMW. The real trick is telling what cars they are by the PWM and the color temperature of the headlights. Because each manufacturer sets up their headlights a little bit different in terms of PWM frequency and color temperature. So some are a little bit warmer, some are a little bit cooler. Dodge Ram have a very unique running light color. It's the most orange of all the LEDs I've ever seen, so you can spot them from a mile away. This is autism. All right, what's next? Well, I think I'll do another set of calf raises, and then I guess we're going to do squats, which I'll hate every minute of, but I'm going to do them anyway. Root up. Sprout. Upward. Now go for it. Jump. Jump. There you go. Okay. All right. right, squats. And as with last time, we're going to do body weight on squats. Just because. I'm not looking to set a world record. I'm not even sure I can do it. So, All right, back in a bit. Okay. Squats. Hide that belly. Let's see if we can get rid of it. I must have cake before it's too late. I doubt I'll be able to get it with body weight, but we're going to start there. Okay, very good. Nissan, Ford. I could do this all day. It's great. Being a car guy is wonderful. One of these days I'll see a Lamborghini. All right. 1, 2. Maybe I'll show you what I'm talking about. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's go. Special field trip. Oh, yeah. So, I've got all this interchange. It doesn't look like there's a lot of traffic, but there is. And it all comes streaming from the north side down here to go around to the south. Got that bridge over there coming from southish to northish. We've got a bunch of interchanges. And of course, all the way down there. So, it's actually really quite active. It's louder than I thought it would be. All right. Locked outside for the next set. All right, third set. Starting to get a little winded, actually, which is concerning. Does it even matter if I hold my arms out? Like, what are we doing here? 3. Somehow feel like it doesn't. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. Come on in. You decide to sneak out. Come on. Bro. Okay. 30 seconds. Back in on it. Oh. Come here. Come on. Come on. Okay. Excellent. All right, hip thrusts are next, which are just the goofiest things in the world. Pardon my gas. Okay. I should just get myself on OnlyFans. People could pay me to keep my clothes on. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to do this in a way that's not cringe, but like I said in one of my first few videos, you might as well just embrace the cringe and deal with it. There is no attractive way to do hip thrusts as a male unless you have a very specific audience. So let's just get started. Oh, just think of baseball. 6. Siri, how do I turn off notification announcements? Notification announcements off. Yeah, you fucking can. Siri is as retarded as always. Sorry, I've got to solve this because every time I get a notification, she starts talking. And the last thing I need is Siri in my ear, so just a second. I'm not avoiding the next second. I swear to fucking God. Health. Nope. Alright. Oh, workout. There we go. Alright, good. Perfect. Now she won't bother me. So this video that I'm watching, people getting kicked out are just kind of entering the phases of grief. So first there was the disbelief, then there was the doubting, or the doubting is the disbelief, then there's the anger, then there's the negotiation phase, and we'll see what happens next. Maybe somebody's going to go to jail. All right. Well, there's some anger and each other. I think one of the parents spent the money that was supposed to go to rent. The guy asks his wife, "You made the payment, right?" And she's like, "Blah, blah, blah, I made the payment." "Sure, honey." Trying to regain my composure after being totally undignified. Now she's talking about how she had to pawn her laptop. Oh, fuck, yeah. They know. She knows. The parent knows. I think the husband's caught off guard, but mom knows. Huh. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning. I showed you the video. Alright, one more of these, and I think we'll be good. I'm gonna have to look up a video or get better traction for these. Because they're working something, but I don't think they're working what they're supposed to work. They're working my patience. And I don't think I can build that. Okay, good. I'll take that. So the next ones are, we're going to do bent rows since the camera's already down there. But yeah, so I'm watching this video, and these people who haven't paid their rent have 3 teenage kids. Process server knocks on the door, and these teenagers answer the door, and he said he just came back from summer camp, and his 2 sisters are standing there like good old bobbleheads. They have no idea about the financial situation the parents have put them in, which is just wild to me. Like, I was a kid once, and maybe my parents were that fucked up, and I never knew about it, but it's just interesting to see that disconnect. I thought families talked about their finances, but I guess not. It's a matter of some embarrassment, I suppose. All right, so we're going to be going slow on these. I'm going to choose a low weight. I'm going to do 20 for the bents, maybe the same for the uprights. Which again is pretty pitiful, but as far as I'm concerned, if it keeps me on form, that's exactly what I want. I want full extension, form, and control. All right, let's get rolling. First set. Okay. 30 seconds. Back for round 2. Let me tell you, I've been in financial straits too, and I kind of continue to be. I hit overdraft this month because groceries are so high, and a few other unexpected expenses. It's never going to be that bad unless I really screw up and do so willfully. But life ain't easy out there. I guess a little bit of compassion is in order. But it's not required. You don't have to be compassionate. People fuck themselves up all the time. I think credit education should probably be a large part of one's high school career. We're not talking like 5 minutes at the end of the comm class. We're talking about a full unit, like Economics 101 from a micro perspective. Modern curriculum should have a unit on credit, on borrowing, on what interest is, on what total cost of borrowing is. There's no reason rationally for this to not be part of the curriculum. And the only reason it isn't is because the bank needs sort of need new victims. I tell you this, caricatures of vampires, they're based on real world people. all I'm saying. And I think ultimately, if we were to have that accredited education, the finance industry would have a cataclysm because they wouldn't have victims. And that's the thing, they rely on you to kind of get on that treadmill early and borrow more than you can possibly afford to pay back. So you get used to having to make minimum payments. And it keeps you on this treadmill where you borrow 120, 130% of your income. And by the time you're 40, there's no escape. And then you spend the next 20 years paying it all off. If you're lucky, you get to retire, or you die on the Walmart floor. It doesn't have to be like that. Usury should be banned. And I think the problem is, any place that bans usury ends up becoming sort of a target of the eye of Sauron. We know how that goes. But at least we're not speaking German, I suppose. Alright, one more set of those and we'll be good. I'll move to the upright rows. And their kid's standing on the lawn crying now, talking to the process server. Because his childhood room is being torn up and moved by Mexicans. Good job, parents. You fucked up your kid. Because I think a room is a very sacred place, just like a house. And having somebody else come in and say you can't be there anymore when all your stuff's there and your emotions are there and your aura and your essence is all over the walls and in the fabric of the place. Really traumatizing. That's why houses burning down and stuff really fuck a person up. Shortness of breath. Not a heart attack. That's good. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but it's just kind of depressing to see it in action. Alright, next up, upright rows. Alright, upright rows, which is actually the last, I think, exercise of the run. We've done very well. It's 47 minutes on the clock and a little bit less for real time. Because I've taken breaks and we've stopped to talk and things like that. Yeah. I did a BMI reading and a body fat reading and I'm at 15.8. Which is depressing. We're going to get that down or we're going to add more muscle so the fat don't look too bad. One of the two. I don't mind having a little bit of a belly, but it gets very stressful. Just because I'm 40 don't mean I got to be fat. Alright, first round. Upright rows. We're doing 15s on these, which doesn't sound like a lot because it isn't, but it allows me a range of motion. Now, Mom's telling the kids how to load the van like she didn't cause any of the problems that put them in that position. Real shameful. Okay. Oh, someone almost wiped out on that curve. People always take that curve too fast, and there's a bunch of rocks and gravel on it from the winter, so they almost always hit the guardrail. It's kind of funny to watch. They realize, oh, I'm doing about 20 over where I need to be. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Third set. All right. I'm in sort of an odd weight category with this because 15 allows me full range of motion, but it doesn't feel like it's very strenuous. 20 doesn't allow me my full range of motion, but it is strenuous. And there's got to be a nice intermediate there somewhere. Fortunately, I don't have 17 and a half, but now we'll figure it out. I'll just get better until I can do 20s, I guess. Okay, one last set. I wonder how this is going to look 100 days from now. What am I going to be doing? Am I still going to be recording these? I hope so. I do have a vacation planned away sometime in June. The dates are not firmed up yet, so we might get to that 100-day cutoff before I go. But we'll see. That's not the point of the discussion. The point of the discussion today is to say, 100 days from now, where am I going to be? And I get the sense, if I keep doing this every day, if I keep talking about it, if I keep publishing, I should be in a pretty good spot. All right, one last set. Let's go. I'm going to do alternates this time. Another BMW, Chevrolet. DRLs say Nissan. Am I right? Oh, that was a Hyundai. My goodness, I was way out of lunch. And that was a Chrysler 300. Apparently I'm cognitively slipping today. I can't win them all. Alright, cool. Well, thanks a lot for coming along again. I feel like that was a very good use of my time. Now I get to relax for an hour and then start heading for the hills. Bedtime. I also wonder if my neighbors downstairs are tired of me banging around every day. Well, I've had no complaints. Maybe that's how I end up with the process server kicking me out, so I just annoy my neighbors to death. All right, peace. Oh yeah. Let's see. Moderate effort. Show me my heartbeat. What are we doing here, guys? Oh, I see. Well, pretty good, pretty steady. That's what I wanted.